Hey everyone, how you doing over there? I got here my DJI gimbal. Look at this. Welcome to the I Am Creative channel. This is your videographer, Gator Suarez. I've been doing video for I Am Creative for about a year now, and I love it. We do cool stuff out here. This is one of our best pieces of equipment, I'll say. I mean, this gimbal gives me my job, basically. Okay, I cannot do my job without this gimbal, and I can't really stress it enough. It's slightly embarrassing, but you know what? We're all videographers out here. We're all cameramen. We're all authors. So, whatever you are, glad you're here to join us. Get ready to learn some more about this fascinating piece of equipment, how we put it together, and really how we use it in our day-to-day life. So, let's check this out, boys and girls. Hello, I Am Creative fans. Today I'm going to show you how we put together and how we use one of our most important pieces of equipment that we have in our arsenal. That's right, it's the DJI Ronin SC. Alright, we're going to pop open the box here. Alright, has these nice little latches, beautiful styrofoam case, fits in perfectly. Look at that. So we're going to take out a couple pieces here. It's actually just 3 in total. We're gonna jump right into it. This is the battery pack. Okay, if you press here, it'll tell you the battery percentage right there, 2 out of 4. I can screw in the mountable tripod right here. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2. Okay, guys, we're moving on to the final and last step 3. Okay, this little latch falls right in the groove, and then we kind of close that right there. This little silver piece gets latched closed. All right, and there we have put together the DJI Ronin S. Now, that's only half the battle, remember, okay? We're gonna have to mount the camera, balance it, and then add kind of our extra gear and stuff to help it look a little better. So there's 3 locks in here. We have this swivel motor here. We have this arm one, that's number 2. And then we have this third one that's for the actual camera. So once they're all open, they end up looking like this. And they do have these locking mechanisms right here where you store it, or you could just close it, and then it folds real flat. So we'll leave it like that for now. This is the final product once it's fully open, and we'll pop into my camera bag here. All right, my trusty little camera bag where I got all my knickknacks. And you know what? I have the wrong lens on this right now. We'll balance it with this lens. I usually use a smaller lens, but the Ronin SC can handle, I believe it's over twice of its body weight. It's a 1.1 kilogram device that we have here, and it's rated at a full 2.0 kilogram payload. That's right, so you'll definitely be getting some good stuff on there. No cinema cameras though, unfortunately, only DSLRs. But let me show you this plate that it comes with. All right, it comes with this little here, this plate that actually mounts right in there, just like that. All right, so we're gonna put this on the camera real quick. There's a signal here of where the lens should point. You guys should follow that, and then you can tighten it in with a quarter. Right. So now that this safety plate is safely mounted, we have a little rig here, little screw that won't help us for this, but it remembers. Basically, it's a little memory slider of where your last balance was. So we don't need that right now, but we'll go ahead and do the almighty step of properly attaching the camera to the Ronin. Okay, so I want you guys to throw the camera right inside of that groove. All right, I think you can see it there. The groove goes right in, it clicks, it slides in. Okay, now there's a safety mechanism where as soon as it slides in, even if it's loose, it won't fall out. Okay, until you press this silver button. So once the silver button is unlocked, you can slide it right out. Okay, we're gonna leave it on for now. Tighten it through the bottom screw here, which you could see. Let me turn this upside down, you'll see it. This little screw here tightens the entire plate. Okay, that whole thing. tightens it up. We'll just leave it somewhere random for now. We'll lock this up. Leave this locked. Now this is ready to start adding our attachments, okay? Now, in my opinion, anybody could use this straight out of the box, pop it in, use a little camera screen, bada beam, bada boom, no issues, but we're a little bit better than that here at I Am Creative, okay? So we're gonna start by adding this little arm called a small rig. I sell these separate. All this here is separate, by the way, but there's plenty of space on the DJI Ronin to add a lot of your stuff here. So screw it in. You could add lights, microphones. What I'm about to add, a beautiful monitor, HD monitor here. Do a little spin. I do the monitor first on the arm, you know, and then I go straight to cable. So this is kind of like the iffy part on this whole rig, because it's what connects the camera to the monitor and it might weigh it down. So be sure to add all of your attachments before you balance the camera, okay? I'm gonna plug it straight into the HDMI slot for my monitor, and we're adding a Sony MPF battery pack straight to the back of it as well. So we hook it up, there we are. So now that monitor gets moved around in whatever position it would like to be in. And you know, just for the YouTube, I do have a second little arm, so we'll play around with that. We'll put this arm in here. There are 2 slots for these. There are 2 different. There's one screw slot and a second one, and I'm sure you could extend this and make it multiple other screw slots. So we'll do this. See that? And then, you know, just a regular 1/4 inch adapter. You could screw so many things in here. It's really phenomenal. You just gotta get to the gym, make sure you're able to lift it. And then now we get to balance the camera once everything's set up, all right? So let's start with, honestly, guys, I don't really usually touch like this bottom axis. I believe this is the Y axis, or the Z is it? I don't really touch this axis. Okay, I mainly focus on this left to right movement, as well as this up and down forward movement, okay? Now this is a very heavy lens. As you can see, it tips forward. It's gonna need a lot of adjusting there, but I do the left to right first. We'll call it left to right. I believe it's the X axis, but we'll call it left and right. So I think, as you guys can see, move this. It's tilting slightly to the left. So what we'll do is unlock this, okay? And then tilt it slightly to the right, and you'll hear a click in this new model of the Ronin. There's a light click. Now it's a bit too far right, so we'll go a bit to the left. There we are, perfect. So now it's unlocked, but it lands in place. Alrighty, so we lock that. Lock. Now that's set. Boom, done. Now we unlock this up and down movement, okay? This little one right here. And we're going to have to kind of balance this. As you can see, it's still actually too heavy. Even if I go all the way to the front, which is right here, it's still actually too front heavy. So kind of unfortunate for the video, but you guys can see how we troubleshoot this a little bit. If it is too heavy, too top heavy, what must be done is that this plate is too far forward. So this has a lot to do with the weight distribution of the camera and where it sits. So if it's too heavy, you're gonna have to push that plate all the way to the front. Put it here. Right here you can see a little scale of a heavy camera versus a light camera is where you should basically put this on the camera. So we're gonna go ahead and slide it back into the groove. See how this works out. Okay. Now we're cooking, because you see we're back heavy now. So we'll find the perfect balance. Before that though, remove the lens cap because it'll throw off your weight. So we're gonna hold that to the side, and then now we just kind of touch and go with the balance, just like that, just like that. We tighten it up, and then now we unlock the rest of the motors, and we should see that it stays relatively where it, okay, let me see. Oh, this one got thrown off by the, maybe it was by the plate, maybe it was by the lens cap. So now we're gonna readjust this one a bit to the right, to the left, right again. Now I'm just moving this whole plate as a one unit. It's pretty tight to get in there, but there. Okay, now we're set for there again. Okay, I'm happy with that. Gonna lock it. Gonna check the up and down again. Yeah, that looks pretty solid. Yeah. Okay, lock that, tighten this, tighten the bottom screw, make sure all the screws are in here tight. All right, once we unlock our mechanisms, ooh, we're still a little off balance here. All right, now if I'm gonna be honest, it does not usually take me this long to balance, so you guys shouldn't have a problem with this. This is a lighter gimbal, I will say, so it prefers lighter gear, not so large of a lens. And this lens anyways, by the way, is, although it's a zoom lens, you are highly unable to adjust the zoom while you're operating, because this weight is different than this weight, as you can see. So you don't want any extra strain on your gimbal motors. That should be good for now. So we're all unlocked, we're moving, and we go over here to the side. Now the almighty power button. We're gonna find on the side here where it's not just a single click, it's actually a click and hold. And we'll see the little light up here. We'll hear the noise, we'll see it boot up. There it goes. And we'll boot up the monitors just to check it out. And here we have really honestly, a quite intimidating piece of equipment where I've been asked many questions up and down, left and right, as to what in the world this is. Everything from, I mean, what it is, to where's your business card, to where can I buy myself one of these. So I mean, these things are all around, I mean, a filmmaker's dream. My creative aspect of filming has tenfolded with this. Honestly, what a piece of equipment this has been to my arsenal and to the teams as well. We do a lot of videos with this. Don't know where we would be with this, and it's so easy to set up, so easy to balance, especially comparative to other gimbals. You could do it in the trunk of my car. I mean, this is the surface area that you need. That's it. So it really is quite a tool, and something that I love to use and put together in and out of the box every single time. It's a pleasure to put it together. It works wonders, exactly how it should. Hope it works the same for you guys. Again, this is the DJI Ronin SC. Personally, I call it the Sports Center because all it does is make plays. So that's my nickname for it. I encourage you to give yours your own, and go out and find the gimbal of any kind. This is me promoting gimbals in general. This is my personal favorite as the Ronin SC once again, but all gimbals will do the trick. All right, guys. So it's been a pleasure showing you around my gimbal today. I'm just gonna go ahead and pack up with the rest of my gear, and have a good time on YouTube. All right, check out the rest of our videos. Let us know if you need anything else. Thanks for watching.